Yeah, I
Collector to
appreciate it.
collector exchange. I just remember being in the shower thinking about that. And I really did have the idea of a penny per card per month.
Yeah,
But I thought,
definitely.
how are you going to, because I thought people would tolerate that. That's a slow drip. But that slow drip is making Tim and his and the ownership save a lot of money. It's got
Yeah.
money, and some of it's coming from me. So
Oh, no doubt. I bet you I still have old opportunities and old files and old versions of how to build coins and what we wanted to do from way back in the day. I'll have to look through.
well, we used to keep a list of 100 great ideas, and we try to not even spend time on anything except
Oh,
the
absolutely.
top 10.
Yeah.
And even that would be overwhelming because some of them were huge. Because again, I'm a bootstrapper, so you get it started, but once you get it started, it takes on a life of its own. Grading didn't really start that small. I think grading
Right.
pretty much hit the ground running. It got way bigger, but it was critical mass pretty quickly. And some of these other things we did were like that. And then some of the others, you can't just throw a lot of marketing dollars at something unless the dog will hunt.
Right.
Marketing
No doubt.
you got to build the best mousetrap. Then you tell people about it.
Just opened up one of my files and it's called Old Miscellaneous Old Beckett IT Projects. And we've got the BCC, Beckett Certified Card Expert program that we were working on. We have the Beckett Hobby Index, which we were doing for Sports Illustrated, custom book project in 2005. Just so many of these. And I've got the price guide software documents back to the early 2000s, data parser, original graded card online price guide, auction results DB. Hey, let's bring this to Jim. Let's make a database of auction.
All that stuff is pre-sale.
Mm-hmm.
And then it seemed like the first entity didn't really act on our ideas. They had their ideas.
We put $1 million in a fan spot.
That was their idea. And I don't think our people would have said, hey, that's going to be big. I wanted to compete in a small pond where we had an edge and then grow the pond.
Yep.
And they thought, let's find a big pond and jump in.
Yep.
I don't know that I envy your job, but it sounds cool to go around and think about mergers and acquisitions. My pro bono consulting is really just helping leaders and organizations that are at crossroads or having inflection points or they're stuck. And you're a different version of that because there's a financial rescue in terms of companies. All organizations are dysfunctional. All companies have some level of dysfunction. Yep. And sometimes new ownership brings a spark.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm spending 90% of my time on Pro Workflow in New Zealand doing the project management software. And now we're back in merger and acquisition mode for Entrust. So there's some deals inside the hobby and some outside the hobby, hopefully, that will, come to fruition. And when I got the job, Jim, one of the funniest things that happened was my grandfather's a businessman. He passed in February, but he was a Chicago police officer and kept all his side money and built a collision shop, which we still own. My mom still owns this collision shop in Chicago. He told me when I moved, he said, get a trailer, get an RV, park it in that Beckett parking lot. Let him give you some power and some water and you save on rent. He literally wanted me to ask you to pull in a little RV and live in your parking lot so I didn't have to pay rent and save the money.
We had that big field in the back.
I know.
I'm not sure about the zoning, but
I said, I am not asking Dr. Beckett if I can live in a trailer on his parking lot. I said, that's just the weirdest thing. But
who needs a trailer? I think there were some people that slept in their office. Now I worked all night in my office, but I wasn't sleeping. But the bathrooms, we had showers, lockers.
Yeah, definitely.
And we always had a room. That would have been interesting if we'd had a dorm. Dorm.
That would have been like just party central for college age, hobby guys.
We had, again, for the SDP guys, the price guide guys, a bunch of them were single when they started. A lot of them were married.
Right. Oh man, Jaspy is still a partier, even married and old. We can keep up with him. So crazy stuff.
He's got a great thing going now.